Have you just bought a house that you plan to renovate? Well, wait. Please make sure you've lived in it for a period of time before you do anything else. And let me tell you why. And hi, I'm Olivia, I'm an interior designer, and I'm here to help you make smart design choices when you're renovating. So make sure you hit follow for more interior design advice. So why am I telling you to wait? Well, very, very often I get involved in projects where a client has just bought a house and they've never lived in it. And while in some cases that is inevitable if the house is in too bad a condition to live in, but if you can help it and if you can manage it, I really urge you to live in that house before you do any major work and before you spend any major money. And this is for a couple of reasons. The first reason is to really understand the light that comes into your home. And yes, you can do this on a plan. Yes, you can do this by looking at where the sun is, looking at the orientation and looking at the size of your windows. But until you're in that space, you really can't get a true understanding. So if you can't live in it, maybe spend as much time as you can in there, just really understanding how it is. But you also need to understand how the light is across the different seasons. And if you live in a country like the UK, where we have very clear seasons and very different weather during those seasons, you need to understand how that impacts the way that your house will function. So the second reason is the current flow of the house. Now, if you are entirely gutting your house and starting from scratch, this part is slightly less relevant to you. But if you are doing an additional part of work, if you're doing an extension at the back, if you're doing a side return, or maybe you're going up into the loft, you need to really understand how the rest of your house flows before you can fully understand how best to design the new part to make sure that the house feels fully cohesive and not like you've just plonked a cube on the back of your house for a new space. And then the third and final reason is to do with draftiness. Now, this will completely vary depending on where you live in the world, depending on the kind of architecture that you have. But if you live in a country like I do, where houses are typically very old, you need to get a feel for how the house itself actually functions in terms of the wind and the rain and the elements. Maybe you need to do a bit of work to remedy some of the problems with the old style of building, but also it will really help you understand whether your windows rattle, whether you are intending to have a terrace outside of that door, but actually that never gets any sun, it'll be really windy, and therefore you maybe don't want to have your kitchen coming off that side of the house, and so on and so on. And these are things that you can't really work out unless you live in a place. So long and short of it is try to live in your house just for a bit to really understand it, and it will make your designs better in the long run. I really hope you found that helpful. If you need some more input and if you'd like to have a consultation with me, then click the link in my bio to book a session with me. Love to see you there.